the way that the electrical science of this works is the core of the sphere in outer space is there's 8 quarters of the core, right? There's 8 quarters to make a sphere. And if you look at those, they're opposite of each other. So you have 2 halves of a sphere that's parallel wired. Whereas the square receptacle, there's 8 corners and they're opposite of each other, which is dual 4s, or converse down 864, 512, whatever you want it to be. It can be upscaled and downscaled in the same sense through processors and stuff like that too. So I mean, there's multitudes of ideas, and then having batteries that are implemented into the phones that have the same technology, where you'll never have to do anything to them. They'll run for a lifetime. I mean, it'll essentially be a vacuum on your phone that runs a battery, and it can be solar charged. It can be just inferred static charge. I mean, the crypto technology, you can buy your own time, which you're buying the charge for the battery. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just same thing with the holographical projection of the display of the imagery that I have from my inventions for thinking of all this idea would be to have a telescoping lens. Let's say you have a circle display module. Instead of a phone being a square, you have a circle, and the 2 halves of the circle split apart and they come up like this. And then inside the circle on both ends, you have a halved out circle inside of it with lasers, and the lasers shoot a beam to the other end. And then you have, like in science class, I did a drawing on a mirror, and then I went around the outline of the drawing and I scribed with a compass equilateral circles all the way around it. And then when solar ray is driven across it, it creates holographical view. Well, this is the same porting technology, only it needs crypto locked technology for it, because you can buy into it, and then you have fixed endpoints that it can stop at with that. In order to create a holographical ring up above, you'd have to have a UV light shining down over these lasers that create endpoints on top and bottom, and then UV light shining up. So it'd be ultra lit and no screen, and then it'd be a display in the middle of the two. So it's just pretty cool. It'd be a 3D holographical projection of whatever you want, instead of having 2-dimensional on surface, even though it looks 3D. So that's my inventions.